Good morning, everybody. Welcome to City Hall, welcome to Council Chambers, and welcome to a meeting of the Los Angeles City Council for today, Election Day, November 2nd, 2004. The City Council meets every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m., or as close to it as we can achieve a quorum. Meetings are open to the public, and we do invite you to join us. For members of the public unable to attend council meetings, we can be viewed live on your cable station, Channel 35. We can also be viewed live via webcast from the city's homepage or heard via council phone. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Cardenas, Garcetti, Grohl, Han, Labange, Lidl, Miskowski, Parks, Perry, Reyes, Smith, Villaraigosa, Weisstein, Padilla, 10 members present and a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. The council is officially in session. Colleagues, before beginning with today's meeting, let me just announce the following. We have a bare quorum at this time with members needing to leave early. I don't know if anybody's running up their phone bills with calls to Ohio or Florida or Pennsylvania or anything like that. But what I'd like to do is simply go through the agenda today, dispense with all items that we can consider on consent. Yes, if there's any request to call items special, guess what? We're going to continue until tomorrow. So let's just do 5 minutes of taking care of as much city business as we can. But before we even do that, let me recognize Councilmember Labange to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance again, and a special surprise, this being Election Day.
Thank you very much. I ask everybody to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. As you place your right hand over your heart, repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if you could all stay standing for a moment and reflect greatly on this great country on this day, and ask that we hear from the late, great Ray Charles, one of the greatest renditions of one of the best songs ever written about this country, America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make God thy gold refined, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned thy good. Yes, he did. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee. And you ought to love him for it, 'cause he crowned that good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I thank you, Lord.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. God bless Ray Charles, and God bless America.
Thank you, Mr. Labange. Madam Clerk, first order of business, please.
Approval of the minutes.
Mr. Weiss moves, Ms. Perry seconds,
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Ms. Hahn moves, and Mr. Labange seconds.
On the regular agenda, excuse me, Mr. President, this is time for comments from the public on items not on council's agenda.
General public comment for today's meeting, an opportunity for members of the public to address the council on items within our jurisdiction but not appearing on today's agenda. And we currently have no requests to speak under general public comment. General public comment is closed for today. Next item, please.
First items are items for which public hearings have been held, items 1 through 19. On 19, there are 2 reports, and I believe the recommendation is to adopt the Budget and Finance Committee report. And on item number 16, there is a technical amendment from Mr. Zine.
Okay, Mr. Parks moves A on item 19. Mr. Zine on 16.
Technical amendment to authorize backfill authority if the position is filled by promotion from within General Services Department.
Okay, we'll consider item 16 as amended without objection. Item 1 is a commission appointment. We'll hold that temporarily on the desk. Members, items 2 through 19 before us. Public hearings have been held. A motion from the floor would be required to reopen the public hearings. Any specials? Mr. Parks.
Just want to move on number 19, move the Budget and Finance Committee report. There's 2 reports on that item.
Done. Any other specials? Seeing no other specials, let's open the roll on those items. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Those are approved. Forthwith on 15, please.
And the ordinance will go over for, or the ordinances will go over for 1 week.
That's items 2 and 3. Carry over for 1 week. Next items, please.
Items for which public hearings have not been held, items 20 through 40, 10 votes are required for consideration.
Numbers 20 through 40 now before us, and I do not have requests from members of the public to address the council on these items. Public hearings are open and closed. Specials, Ms. Miskowski.
I'd like to ask 37 and 38 be continued for 1 week.
Okay, any objection? Seeing none, items 37 and 38 are continued 1 week. Mr. Cardenas.
9 special.
9? Okay, that's already been acted upon. We'll reconsider that in just a moment. Any other specials on items 20 through 40? Mr. Smith.
Ask that item number 35 be continued to tomorrow's agenda.
Members request to continue item 35 for 1 day without objection. Item 35 is continued. If there's no further specials on the balance of the items, Madam Clerk, please open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Those are approved. We now have 12 members present. Let's open the roll on reconsideration of items 2 and 3. Roll is open. Please close the roll and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Items 2 and 3 are ordinances and now before us. We now have 12 members present. Let's reopen the roll on items 2 and 3. Close the roll and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Those are once again approved on first reading this time. Let's reconsider item 9 for Mr. Cardenas. Please open the roll on reconsideration. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Item 9 is now back before us. Mr. Cardenas, you want to call that special? You want to continue? Well, let's hold it on the desk temporarily. Mr. Garcetti?
Can we have 15 forthwith, please?
That has been sent forthwith.
Okay, and 41 if it passes, too?
Yeah. Okay. Next items, Madam Clerk?
Next item, Mr. President, are items, on the supplemental agenda, items for which public hearings have not been held, 40 and 41. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Okay. Members 41 and 42, I believe, are also before us. Without objection, I don't have speaker cards on these two items. Public hearings are open and closed. Any specials, 41 or 42?
42 forthwith.
41 or 42 special?
Mr. President, I understand there's an amending motion, 42A, that's in the process.
Okay, well, let's hold that on the desk while that amending motion makes its way around. On 41, let's open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
That is approved. Forthwith, please. Let's come back to item number 1 at this time. For our commission nominee will come forward. We have had public hearing on item number 1 in committee, recommending approval of Mr. Cha to the Industrial Development Authority. Members wishing to be heard on item number 1? Seeing none, let's open the roll on confirmation, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service to the city. Forthwith on item 1, please. Coming back to item 9, Mr. Cardenas, disposition on item number 9.
Just ask for an aye vote.
Okay, let's reopen the roll on item number 9. Close the roll and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
Okay, that once again is approved. And the last item for the day is item 42. Has our amending motion made its way around?
No, I don't believe so yet.
Okay, members, who's working on an amending motion for item 42? Is that our clerk here? Okay, the clerk is in receipt of item 42A, an amending motion to item 42. If there's no discussion on that item, let's consider item 42 as amended. Without objection, please open the roll, please close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 eyes.
That is approved. Let's send that forthwith as well. And I believe that's the end of our agenda. Record time. Members, do we have any announcements today? Sure. Let's do housekeeping first, and we'll get to announcements.
Mr. President, if I could, from the great city of London, David Edgar, who's a counselor, one of the boroughs here. David, stand up. Be recognized by the Los Angeles City Council. Welcome to Los Angeles.
Welcome to Los Angeles. Madam Clerk, housekeeping.
Council has motions for posting and referral.
Motion shall be posted and referred.
And there is an excuse on the desk. Councilmember Villaraigosa requests to be excused Wednesday, November 3rd to arrive at 11 a.m. That meets council policy, and that is for personal business.
Okay, Mr. Villaraigosa is excused.
And that clears the desk.
Okay, back to announcements, beginning with, for everybody watching at home, today is Election Day. If you're watching live, please remember to get out and vote today. Polls close at 8 o'clock. If you're watching the evening rerun, you better run, not walk, to your nearest polling place. Members, any other announcements? Forthwith on item 20, Mr. Reyes.
Yes, thank you, Council President. I didn't call these special, but I just wanted to shed a little light on 2 items that we passed today. One on item 12, we're bringing forward $250,000 resources to the Pico Union 1 area, and 2 will allow us to improve our cleanup and beautification program. Colleagues, as you know, the city's formulas are such that we look at
our allocation based on geographic statistics, if you will. But because we have very dense areas, we don't have enough resources to clean up many of the parts where we have 30, 40,000 people per acre. So we do resort to federal funds, and this is one example of that. So PICO Unions 1 and 2 will be benefiting from a cleanup beautification program, given the high level of use and level of how can I say this, density in these communities. And just lastly, items 14, working with the Public Health Foundation Enterprises, we'll be funding the Junior Aztecs program in Cypress Park, the Youth and Family Center. And again, this is an effort to engage parents, young people, divert them from gang activity, bring them a level of focus and attention that allows them to become more productive and hopefully get on a track that makes them more of civil participants, as well as getting jobs and getting involved in their educational careers. So I just want to thank my council colleagues for that indulgence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes. No, it's very, very good work, and it's just one of those unfortunate days when everybody seems to be in a hurry, so we're trying to make sure that the business is taken care of, but much deserved attention on those items on today's agenda. Are there announcements today? Mr. Cardenas.
Just item 42 forthwith.
Forthwith. Yeah, it has been sent forthwith. Any other announcements today? Mr. Parks.
Just want to make one announcement. As part of a friendly wager, I lost a football game. Crenshaw lost to Darcy, so I have to wear Darcy's jersey today. I lost by 4 points. If it were not for the 4 turnovers, Crenshaw would have won. And I want to say publicly thank you to LA Unified for allowing the schools to play the game in the community, because up until the day of the game, they were still talking about taking it out of the community. We had a standing room only crowd at Jackie Robinson Stadium and not one incident. And so I want to say thank you to LA Unified, but I'll have to carry this burden all day long with Darcy. Thank you.
Well, at least they gave you the right number.
Yeah, they gave me the right number. It's not my IQ. What do you mean? It's not that.
Any other announcements? If there's no other announcements, do we have adjourning motions today? Please rise for adjourning motions. Mr. LaBonge.
Members, I'd like to ask that we adjourn in memory of Robert Lacko, who was a resident of Burbank but very involved in Griffith Park. He was a hiker along with his wife, Vicky, and there are many dogs over the years that they'd make the trail up to Mount Hollywood. Bob had a long career with Arrowhead Water, distributing water throughout the Southland, and retired, and unfortunately was stricken with illness and passed away, survived by his wife, Vicky, and 2 sons. Asked that we adjourn in memory of Robert Lacko.
Other tributes? Mr. Weiss.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I ask that you join me in adjourning in memory of Dr. Herbert H. Eveloff, a longtime resident of LA who practiced as a physician at UCLA, as a staff psychiatrist, and in private practice for nearly 50 years. He was born on June 23, 1929, passed away on October 9, 2004. He was a graduate of both Temple University and the Temple Medical School. He is survived by his children, Michael and Tracy.
Other tributes? Madam Clerk, please call the roll. Thank you all very much. This meeting is adjourned.
You are watching LA City View, Channel 35. Your city, your channel.